everyone, welcome to another video, and in this video I'm just going to show you my newest design, which I'm really proud of, which is a Chelicerate, I don't know, it's this, it's from Subnautica, like I mentioned in like 2 videos ago or something like that. Hopefully it is recognizable. It's like the twin of the Reaper that I did like last year. This is the other version, not version, but this is like the one that appears on the second game that's most famous. So yeah, a lot of interesting things going on here. I'm just gonna show you here and then show you a small time lapse, and then I'm just gonna discuss some things about the design process and the crease pattern, because I think you will enjoy that. But yeah, let's just look at it a bit more. So as you can see, we have a lot of details here on the head. This is, if you've never seen one, this is how they actually work. So these 4 pincers here are actually like all close together, and this inner jaw are like hidden. So this is how he usually walks, and then it just opens. But yeah, we have all of these back spines, 2 fins, we have a scaled body. And yeah, so enjoy this weirdly filmed time lapse. So guys, here is the crease pattern for my newest design. And yeah, I'm just going to talk about a little bit what got into my mind when designing this. Hopefully give you some tips. I don't know. Yeah. So the first thing you can see is that the crease pattern is asymmetric, because we have here the scales on this section, and then on the other side we have the 2 fins. So I have here, so basically these 2 fins here, let's see if I have another picture here actually. Yeah, these 2 fins here are actually just from one side, and then these scales here are from the other one, and then you just wrap around the body, kind of like you do with the Ryujin and the other models that have scales. Usually that's how you do them. So yeah, so that's the first thing to notice. The second thing to notice is I do have to mention that this structure here that you see that is used to make the teeth, or yeah, this one's the smaller one, not the big ones. These here in the inner jaws. These are actually, let me see, yeah, you can see. These are actually an idea that I got from those. I keep forgetting the name of the dinosaur, but it's that skeleton. I'll put the picture here of the model that I folded. And yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to show you a reference of what this beast actually is. So poof, here it is. So now you can actually compare. Yeah, I'll just put them side to side so you can actually compare both of them. And yeah, I think it looks good, right? I think it there's a couple of things that I would change, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, going back to the CP, so yeah, that's the other thing that we need to do, that we needed to discuss. And also, if you notice this whole section here about till maybe here, which is maybe like 48% or almost 50% of the crease pattern is just for the head. So this all part here, all of this is just for the head. And if you look at the origami, the head is about 1/3. I mean, it's smaller compared to the rest of the body. And then we also have these long fins. So yeah, of course it's normal if you just compare the amount of details that are on the head, which are not on the body, right? And obviously the asymmetry helps a lot with efficiency, so we can have more details in the less space, right? Another thing that I actually discovered, or kind of, well, yeah, it worked in my favor, which is all of this, not so this four pincers here, which are, so one of them is here, another one is here, and then we have the other two here. And as you can see, to make the spikes, which are these ones, we have like these small pleats here, but on two of them, the pleats are actually middle flaps. And I had to find a way to actually make them, so because I wanted to make spikes out of them, they couldn't be thick, and the definition of middle flaps usually means that it has a lot of layers. So I had to find a way. That's why we have all of these weird transitions. I had to find a way to actually keep those middle flaps as thin as possible, so I wouldn't have any troubles shaping them and narrowing them down. And yeah, so we have some other pictures here. I really enjoyed this design. It was really challenging design. I had started designing this like what, 3 months ago. I had the idea for it at least longer than that. I kind of got stuck in a problem where I could not fit the whole thing, the whole head on the well, yeah, it wasn't working very well to get this in a square. But yeah, this structure, I think it works pretty well. To design this origami, I actually used two softwares. I mean, I always use two softwares, but I usually start by designing the origamis in BP Studio, but not for this one, because this one I had a pretty clear idea of what I wanted to do with the head, which is so I had already thought about having this type of structure and also having this type of pleats to make the spikes, and I knew I wanted to keep it in this structure. So I actually started out by designing this in Origami, and I designed like exactly half of it, the part that contained the head, and then I took it to BP Studio, and I kind of design the rest of the body, because it's a lot easier. I'm thinking on doing a small introduction to BP Studio, because it's a really intuitive software for you to start learning designing origamis. Of course, I recommend you know the basics, but yeah, we'll get to that later. But yeah, guys, I'm really curious to see or to know what you guys think about this, and I'm curious to know if you guys will ever fold it. Hopefully, yes. Oh yeah, and by the way, I was planning on actually selling this crease pattern on my Ko-Fi page, but then I decided not to,
So you can have it for free either on my Instagram and I'll probably post it on Flickr with a better quality. But yeah, just to say that this took a really long time to make, especially more time designing this. And if you really like what I do, feel free to support me either by subscribing to this channel, which is free, or if you want to go a step further, you can always visit my Ko-Fi page and donate or even purchase a CP that I have there. But yeah, that's totally up to you. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.